Hello one and all, I Palofgames, and welcome to the League of Explorers. For Hearthstone, we're doing Wing 3. We're nearly finished with League of Explorers now, which is good, and we are taking on the Ruined City. I believe this is the one where we can get a load of Murlocs, so I'm looking forward to it. Wow, what an introduction.
The third piece of the staff, the Pearl of the Tides, is in Stranglethorn Jungle. Sir Finley's there, but I've lost contact with him.
Oh no! So let's do this thing and take him on and hopefully win. So, summon a Hungry Naga. So as you've seen throughout so far, I've been using Hunter. Rush seems to be working out just fine. So why wouldn't it work now? Let us begin, Lord Sliver Spear, bring it on.
You dare invade the ruined city?
So I think we want to keep Haunted Creeper and we'll go from there. See if we can get some good one drops. 2 Haunted Creepers we're up to now. What is his taunt? That's a good question to ask. Taunt saves Sir Finley and stop the Naga onslaught. Does that mean...
Greetings, Explorer. I seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Could you help a fellow out?
I'm going to assume that's all we need to do. Is just take out 0-5. So let's try and do that. So we're going to be able to put a dent in the cauldron. We will get an easy trade-off here.
Death to the surface.
Ooh. Is that random damage? No, it's just bad AI there, really. That should sort everything out, really. And we might as well play this just to keep things under control.
Oh dear, is it getting warmer?
Draw 2 cards, gain 4 arm. Okay. We can deal with that, no problemo. That couldn't have gone better, really. I'm just straight up attacking into the explosive trap. And now, we get Sir Finley Murgleton on our side.
Get back in the cauldron.
I don't think we're going to need it, though. Unless things take a real turn for control. Another Haunted Creeper makes sense to me. Especially against his Enrage. Oh, he's changed hero power. Okay, I'll get it now. That's going to work even better for us, really. Especially if he's going to be trading off with a lot of my minions. He's going for another Looming Presence, which is a bit annoying as a hunter. But he's close to the hand limit now. And I'm just thinking what's the smart thing to do here, really. I mean, do I do Sir Murgleton? I mean, why not, hey? Just because it's an option, why not? And I think we'll go with Fire Blast. Obviously we're doing less damage now with it, but I can take out any particular minions he plays. Just, it's more control-y to do it, I suppose. Now I'm going to get some more minions, and he could Frost Shock. Let's take one out. Okay, that's fine with me. And here I'll be able to start dealing with some of his stuff on a better scale, because now we can do another 3 damage, and with Knife Juggler out, it is obviously a target for him to hit into, but it's controlly to do this, really. I'm just hoping for no board wipe, because that would be quite bad for me. Snowbolt's fine. Wolf Rider's going to encourage our onslaught.
But of course.
And just go straight for him, really. I think we will silence just to stop any particular combos he might be able to establish with his spell damage. Given that we're so close to the end of the game, really, in that I've kind of got an answer for everything now. A taunt we can deal with. Silence is available to us. And I suppose we can play a Knife Juggler, just because we might get an additional damage. Not that we need it, I don't think. No.
But of course.
Boom. Easy win. Which is good. It'll be interesting how the heroics compare.
Shall I lead you to the final piece?
Go for it, Mogleton. Got some interesting cards from that. Be nice to go back into half hour and try a lot of this stuff out.
Alas, I'd hoped to avoid Giant Finn. Oh well, for glory.
It just seems that way, doesn't it? Draw cards until you have the same as many in your hand as your opponent. Okay, so I think as a hunter we'll do well because we don't really carry a lot in our hand. However, said that, in the early game we kind of do. We're kind of forced to. But equally so is Murloc.
Giant Finn!
I think overall we'll likely have less cards in our hand than Mogleton. At more points in the game. Unless he's full of like one costs. We're going to keep Knife Juggler. Just because it's a strong turn to play. However, that hand is not great. Could do with a 1-drop. A Mad Scientist doesn't really make things better.
Oh, really now? That's terribly rude.
Murloc Tidecaller. Followed up. So it could be that he's got a load of 1-drops. That would be dreadful. I think Mad Scientist is going to be a great play here. In terms of alleviating any early offense he's able to create. Especially because he's playing all his Murlocs first, which is just going to make it easier for me. Oh, whoa! Given that he seems to be rushing me, I'll try and play up to that a bit. He plays even more Murlocs. Apparently he's expending the 2-card limit. And at this point we're in a really good position. As long as we can keep our hand count low. So I think we'll do this. And it went just as we wanted it to. So now he's only down to 2 cards in his hand. Which is a great position to be in. Especially when he does that. Totally just ignoring what I've got on board. That's going to give us a lot of protection now. And as bad as it is, I'm going to keep my hand limit at 2 for now. Just because next turn it's going to be potentially game. It's got to mount quite the offense from 2 cards. Well, that's a good start, to be fair. However, he can't attack with them this turn, so that's fine. Then from that, we'll do this. And that's a whitewash, really. Easy opponent from Giant Fin, and it should unlock the Murloc stuff, which will be great because anything can happen. Summon 7 Murlocs that die this game. That's interesting. I mean, a weak Murloc, really. Which probably won't see much play, but it'll kind of hamper some of the cards like Murloc. Oh, what's the Paladin one? What creates another Murloc? I can't believe I can't think of it. I don't play as much Hearthstone anymore as I used to. At the end of your turn, replace all minions with new ones, but cost 1 more. Is that you or both players? All minions, okay. I'm trying to think if I'm okay with what I've got with one turn. I think I am. So, Lady Nazjar. Very interesting game, I imagine. It's good to see some of these mechanics in action.
Let the hunt begin.
I think we want to completely change his hand, really. In fact, we'll keep Abusive Sergeant. Just because it's a nice one-cost card to have, and it'll probably get straight use of that going into her turn. So let's put it to the test, see if it's all minions.
You to challenge me. I am Sir Finley Mergerton.
Ooh. That is a nice card. Is it from our decks? I'm not sure. It's the only thing I'm a little confused about. Obviously there's no point attacking into it because it's going to go next turn. So getting an upgrade. Ooh.
Elise, how fare the others?
Reno's back with the Rod of the Sun, and Brand's on his way.
That's gone well, because we've left him with nothing and I've gained another minion. It's just a minion wall, really. I doubt we'll outdo Injured Blade Master. Saying that, Ancient Shade, nice pick to be able to use, and we do a lot of damage. Almost game, really. That's all it came down to, having an early card to start with. Gave me so much advantage. Ooh, I'm seeing legendaries.
Armies of the depths wash over our enemies as a tide of death.
2, 5, 10. Put it down to look, really, and that'll do it. I even forgot that I even had that hero power, that Inspire even. So I'd have had game even if I didn't get Leok. And we get Pit Snake,
The pearl is ours.
which I'm not sure how well at at doing rogue, really.
And we shall assemble the artifact together.
I cannot wait, Sir Mogleton. And a Naga Sea Witch, which is not a great of a card. And now we unlock more cards. So Finley Mogleton, Jungle Moonkin, and the Clash Challenges. Ooh, there's 3 of them.
Explorers, we've
Oh, here
done
we
it.
go. Here's a graphic and a half.
The staff of origination is complete.
Ooh,
Hey, what? Hello.
whoa.
I am Rafal, the supreme archaeologist.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you for finding my staff.
No problem.
Let me give you a demonstration of its power.
Oh yeah. It's disappeared. So it is got Hall of Explorers, so we that'll be our last episode when we do that. But for now, We've got 3 class challenges to take on. So here we go. Starting with Hunter. Ever the favourite. Not even sure of half the what the other Hunter class card is. However, this looks like quite a nice hand to have.
Let the hunt begin.
I'm just wondering if I want the Explorer's hat. I think I'll keep it. It's a good turn 2 play, but so's Jeweled Scarab, so we've got options. And then we start with Stone to score, really. So obviously we need to get rid of that as soon as possible. And really this turn can set up for that by giving our ball the hat. Because now he can't really take it out this turn unless he's got a spell. And he hasn't, so that's good. So now that we've established that, we took out his card, we can start with Desert Camp.
Job done.
That's a really good card, a web spinner. Give us extra pluses. Is he just going to straight up attack me with everything? He is, okay. Or maybe not. So we're going to tap that way. I think we need to establish more board. Power Shot's a great board clear, so I think we'll go with that. And take out his Hungry Naga. Onto his turn, Enrage! And the Curse of Reform. Oh no. Well, obviously this needs playing. And then Huge Toad into Finley Murgleton. What we're changing into? Who knows? I actually think Heal might be interesting. Then again, Shapeshift is good. And it's more aggressive, so I think we'll go with that. Is it to a minion or can it be to random enemies? So I think it will hit him. It does. Good. And here comes his stalling. Can lock and load into Explorer's Hat. We'll boost up our Toad. And then play into a web spinner. Effective, but basic. We could have also chose to do Shapeshift over web spinner, but I felt this was a better play. Just because I can use web spinner now to take out his water elemental with a Hunter's Mark. Give us more options this turn. I don't think... No, that's a Murlocs. And is that a beast? Yeah. But we won't go for that, we'll go for this. Go for 2 big 4/4s. Just to keep up the pressure, really. I mean, King Crush is on its way if he even survives that long. And he's not going to. And the game is ours. Not as pumped up as I normally am. Gotta get in that hype, hype, hype. Don't know where that came from, but it indeed happened.
Thrall versus
Giant Fin. Oh, opening hand. Looking pretty cool to me. Nothing we can play this turn, but I like the idea of Mistcaller. You know what though, it's because of his ability that we really need a new hand. Lucky I remembered what I'm up against. Totem Golem, Lightning Storm, they're good picks. An Abusive Sergeant is nice. Given that I can kind of deter any early Murloc plays, which kind of a bit destructive. Because look at that, it's crazy. And I'll just take out the culprit of the over attacks. The power ups, I should say, like an over attack. What even is that? This turn I want to try and block some of this. Even though Lightning Storm is on its way. Won't come soon enough, of course. I think we can do it now. He'll draw one, I can deal with that. And I've got enough here to block him. I can Lava Shock, of course. It's a horrendous turn for him. So we'll take that out and go into Unbound Elemental. And then you don't get to draw anything. And at this point I will just get to play 2 cards. That was quite a nice draw from Tunnel Trog. And then just ignore them, really. Got the game in the following turn, and he doesn't get a draw, so it needs to be a good one. Now look, Tiny Fin, not going to cut the mustard. And more overload has turned up. And that will be game. Easy enough win. Everything is awesome. Give your minions 2/2, cost 1 less for each Murloc. Ooh. Interesting. So we got some like various cards which fit into Murloc territory but from like different classes, so it gives a bit of there's always been this disparity of which class is best. I mean, it started out as Warlock, and now it's kind of a fight between Paladin and Shaman. I'd say that Paladin's winning, to be honest. They're good cards, but I don't want them so early, really. Moloch Tiny Fin, though, great pick. And so are they, really. And a Wisp to follow suit. So we're getting 2 1 costs going into our turn. Seems we got a better deal there. Ooh. That's great, actually. I'll trade off and attack for 1. And next turn I'm going into it with 4 minions, which could become quite dangerous given that 2 of them are going to turn into 3 costs. play another one. Dark Cultist sounds good to me.
For the Dragon Queen.
Given that it's got the best stats.
Lapdogs, all of you.
Not the best free cost card in Edwin Van Cleef, but still, I get another draw as well from Manatide before it's going to get swapped. Once again, I've done really well there.
Fire!
Throw that away. Trade in there.
Where am I?
For the Dragon Queen.
Play Novice Engineer. And we'll play a Murloc Tidehunter, giving us a full board now. Board clear would be nasty to see here, but there isn't really what would take out everything, I would have thought. Obviously I don't know whether he's got some unique cards to the class, so never be too sure.
The damned stand ready.
I forgot the effect of Warsong Commander changed.
Face the light.
We haven't really got a way of doing that extra damage, that's the shame.
Face the light.
Even if I did it on him, it'd still put him on 1, so. Feral Spirit, what's he following it up with? I get 2 6s. Get all sorts of craziness happening here. It's not supposed to go on this long. 2 Legos now.
Mists quench you. Shall be
Boom.
next. Take
And we get 2, which is a really good card, I think. So that was the game. If you're interested in the deck I used for the challenges, I'll just bring it up. This is of course On the Hunt, which is a pretty generic hunter deck. There's nothing out of the blue here really. It's just a load of cheap stuff. What does the job really? So yes, I hope you've enjoyed, and in the following week we shall finish it off. No doubt we'll probably announce another adventure. I mean, I'll be getting ready to like try and keep ahead, because I can't believe this kind of got on top of me really when it did. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and let me know what videos you'd like to see as far as Half Hour goes. Maybe you want me to see me revisit some ideas like the Golden Murloc deck and stuff with some of the newer stuff. And yeah, like I say, thank you for watching, and goodbye.